The Justice League came unbelievably close to their own version of Civil War that would have had much more devastating, possibly worldwide effects compared to Marvel's version of the event. The epic 2006-2007 crossover storyline was one of the most notable and catastrophic events in the Marvel Universe, at least as far as its community of superheroes was concerned. After a tragedy in which hundreds of citizens of Stamford, Connecticut, were killed in the crossfire of a superhero confrontation, a law was passed in response to demand accountability from the masked heroes of the world. The conflict of Marvel's Civil War largely centered around the Superhuman Registration Act, which some heroes supported and others opposed, and led to a number of battles between friends, families, and allies. Though the wounds eventually healed, the entire experience left a deep impression on the Marvel Universe that has yet to be forgotten. And as bad as things got for Marvel, a law involving superheroes was nearly the subject of an incident that could have taken Civil War to the next level. In the wake of the events of Infinite Crisis and 52, a law limiting the abilities of superheroes to cross borders is passed. Green Lantern Hal Jordan, however, violates this law repeatedly, believing his status as a Green Lantern supersedes the law. Tensions begin to mount in Green Lantern number 14 by Geoff Johns and Ivan Reis when Hal illegally crosses into Russian territory after being warned repeatedly to stop by the Rocket Red Brigade. The super team arrives on scene to arrest the Lantern until the Justice League shows up in defense of their comrade. This leads to a major conflict between Russia's Rocket Reds and the Justice League, with Green Lantern at the center of it all. While the confrontation presented in Green Lantern is resolved faster than in Marvel's Civil War, the scenario presented here could have gone sideways in a major way. The Justice League could have been accused of acting above the law with their collective violation of the border agreement. Worse, someone could have been killed as a result of Green Lantern instigating a fight between nations. Civil War had far-reaching implications of its own, but the DC Universe could have potentially seen a world war among its major heroes. While the Civil War dramatically affected the Marvel Universe for years, the DC Universe could have potentially been changed forever as a result of the conflict Green Lantern created. Marvel's Civil War was mostly contained to the heroes of America and largely centered around a law passed by the United States government. But the law Hal Jordan violated repeatedly was international, and his actions could have been the start of a war between multiple nations and their heroes. Not to mention, with Green Lantern involved, it could have easily become a cosmic issue as well. This one incident had so many more issues at play than the mere Registration Act. Thankfully, the Justice League didn't repeat Marvel's biggest mistake and avoided their own Civil War.